Hi, this is business attorney Sid Pedinti, the founder of Small Business Growth Program. Thank you for downloading the Small Business Growth Program one-page business plan builder. This template is designed to help you get structured, get organized, and get streamlined in as less than 20 minutes. This short video I have for you here is a training video, so go ahead and open up your email inbox, pull out the template, download it. If you haven't already, go ahead and pause this video if you need a second or so to do that. What we recommend is you bookmark this page if you want to come back to it, or email it to yourself via text, WhatsApp, or even text message, so that you can come back, watch this video, have the template with you as you're watching it, and take 20 minutes or 30 minutes to build out a template for yourself that you can deploy into your business right away. Okay, so let's go ahead and get started. So this business roadmap has 10 critical steps, 10 critical components that we're going to touch upon and help you design and realign in your business so you can have a bit more organization, a bit more focus, and a lot more accuracy in terms of how you go about your day on a day-to-day basis. So the first step is to design the business basics. This is your foundation. These are the critical pillars that will form your business. Okay, what we call these are elements that we call the 5 M's of your business model, your core revenue generation model. Once you identify these, this is the quickest way for you to build your business from wherever you are right now to 6 figures, if that's what you're trying to achieve, $100,000 a year, or scale it up to 500,000 or more, up to $1 million a year. So this roadmap, this next 10 critical steps and systems that we have here have been tested and perfected by my partners and I over the last 12 years now in our bankruptcy firms, as well as in our law firms and our coaching firms. We ran a technology and ad agency. We tried it out there. So again, it comes down to realigning the business foundation and building a strong foundation so you can go ahead and scale your business or expand without worrying about the basics. So think of that as the big picture, the holistic picture as you're building the strategy out. Okay, so the first step is just writing down the name, the website, and if if you're putting together a business for the first time, go ahead and choose something that is easily searchable, that's easily rememberable. The Small Business Growth Program, that's a long name for a URL, but we know that's a strategy that will pay off because as people are searching for that word, as people are looking for different things, these are very what they call SEO friendly, Google friendly, Facebook friendly on platforms. Small business owners are looking for these keywords, so it helps us definitely stand out. And it's pretty generic in that sense, but it helps us identify and get recognized easily. So that's, go ahead and write that down. Next, I want you to write down the services and products that you offer, the target location in terms of geographic area where you cater to your clients. And in a one step, go ahead and write down your client demographic. So I want you to write down specifically the age, the income level, their educational level, what sort of professions they're in. And so based on the professions, how that plays into the entire picture is, if somebody's working 8 to 5 or 9 to 5 or whatever it is, that the marketing that you have to do have to be on specific times. If they have kids, then early morning might be tough. I know I have kids, and I have a daughter, actually, sorry, a kid, and mornings are very tough for me because I have to get her ready, get her to daycare, and so on. So in terms of targeting an ideal client, an ideal customer for you, you need to think about their schedule, and that's the world we live in. Mobile internet marketing is massive. People want to be reached on their phones. That's a device there. It's on them 24/7. People go to bed beside it, and so think about when they're online. Think about the timings that your potential client, your customers, are looking up solutions or looking up problems, the hot buttons that you're trying to address for them, that you will solve for them. Okay, so think about all these things when you're looking and writing down your ideal client demographics. Those are all interests, if you want to call them that go into pinpointing your ideal market. Okay, Value per transaction, go and write it down. Whatever it is, think of the lifetime value. So per transaction, again, I know in some industries it's a recurring value. So per transaction, what is it? And think of one client, and that's sort of what I want you to focus on in terms of each client. What is the value from that client? So if you get $200 a month and they're on a 12-month contract, then it's $2,000 or $2,400. So that is the basis of how you want to calculate this. The second step, number 2, is doing the money math. This is zoning down into your financials, creating a budget so that you can follow, you can be systematic, and on a weekly basis, on a monthly basis, what investment you need to put out to expect a certain number of ROI, a certain number of dollars coming back in. So what's your revenue goal in the next 12 months? Go ahead and write that down. After that, figure out how many transactions. You just figured out the value per transaction, and so divide your total revenue goal. If it's 100,000, and like I said, you have $2,000 a month, then you need 50 transactions for the year, right? The simple way of doing that. So go ahead and write down how many transactions you need in the year, and now break that down by weekly and daily basis, or even a monthly basis. So 50 transactions in a year is roughly about 4 transactions, about 12 a month, right? So 4 a month. So if I can get 4 a month, roughly, 4 to 5, I'll hit my goals. So that comes down to 1 a week. So I know that if I close 1 deal a week at $2,000, I'll hit my goals of reaching $100,000. So depending on the conversion rate, if I convert at 50%, I need to double the amount of people I pitch to in order to reach, register, and convert, right? Now the reach, typically internet marketing, in terms of conversions, it's anywhere between 1 and 2%. So think about those statistics as you're building this out. The next step is actually building out a marketing campaign and deploying it, right? There's Facebook and Google, which are online digital strategies, and then we have traditional radio, TV, outdoor flyer, and everything else. Oh, as you see here, my battery's about to die, so give me 1 quick second as I go recharge this. Okay, here we are. Sorry about that. Now, go ahead and write down what you think is a reasonable budget that you can realistically put forward in terms of these strategies, right? The typical ROI, there is no typical ROI, right? So it all depends on how you position yourself, what you want to do, which platforms you choose to advertise with. But what's important here is for you to commit to one advertising strategy. So if it's free, for example, if you rely on a lot of referrals in your business, then think about the amount of time that goes into generating these referrals. If you go to meetings, meetups, events and so forth, the workshops, and you generate referrals from there through connections and partnerships, it's exhausting. It's a great way to grow, but it's exhausting. So if you want to fill up your funnel as quick as possible, get paid, money in the bank, you need to commit to a budget and stick to paid advertising. That's the quickest way you're going to be able to do that and accomplish sales. So there's digital and there's traditional, and then there's a way to integrate the traditional offline marketing, as I call it, onto online integrative strategies. We've tried this with TV, we've tried this with radio, print, advertising. There's many tactics behind it. There's many strategies that can go into play. But I want you to write down specifically in your business what you're comfortable doing and what you think, if you close your eyes for a second and think about how you can accomplish the transactions that you just wrote down, the number of goals, how you're going to hit that. You probably need a mix of all these, right? Most businesses do, to be comprehensive, to be integrative, and to be truly recession proof. Sometimes your digital strategies may not work, but you want to make sure that your income or your revenue is not going to drop because of that. So we want to be comprehensive and holistic in our approach in marketing, and so that's what this step 3 is designed to do. Step 4, once you generate attention, once you generate a few clients, potential leads, how are you going to capture them? For example, I'm using this free training video that I could easily sell for $300 to $500, which I do, but I'm giving it to you for free because I know this is a great hook. It's designed to have high value. It's low resistance in terms of you using it. It's free. There's no commitments. Nobody's going to call you and bug you to be a part of our programs or whatnot. It's a system that's open, right? So that's why you're here watching this video and perhaps after downloading this, filling this out. So think about what hook that has high value and that has low resistance in terms of your potential client downloading it or engaging with it or reaching out to you and saying, hey, this is a great value that I got on this free piece. So that's what it is. Go ahead and write that down. What do you offer to your clients that has high value, right? What are they interested in? Go ahead and write down 2 topics. So for example, you, the business owner watching this video, writing this down, is probably interested in 2 things: how to make more money and how to get more freedom, right? Work less, have more balance, but at the same time not compromise or sacrifice revenue or profits or lifestyle or anything else. And so, in your business, whatever you're offering, go ahead and write down 2 top things that your clients, your potential customers are interested in, are they looking for, and how do you solve that problem, right? What can you offer them for free that does this? So maybe an article, right? A download such as this and a quick video that is designed to give them a transformation, for lack of a better word. This system here, this one page, can change the way you do business. I guarantee that. How? Because I know. I've done it for thousands of other business owners. We've tried it, we've tested it, and it makes sense. If you look at it by itself, it's imaginable that, okay, if I write down these strategies, if I have a concrete plan, if I have a strategy behind what I'm going to do on a day-to-day business basis in my business or on my business and how I manage my business, I will get more structure. I will have more consistency. I will have more predictability. So that's what this is designed to do for you, right? And so the same way, what is it that you can give for your clients? What would you pay if you were your client to yourself, right? What would you pay me to have me transform your business, help you hit $100,000 this year? Or if you're looking for $500,000, then what would you pay me to help you hit $500,000? This system can get you there, absolutely, but what would you pay me, right? So what would you pay yourself? What would your client pay you? So think of that. So going back to the 2,000 example, if you pay me 2,000 and I promise to hit $100,000 for you this year or money back, it's a no-brainer, right? So again, make it a no-brainer offer. The next step is client engagement. So this is a strategy on how to engage clients. I attached this video with this document, so it's designed to help you engage you for 20 to 30 minutes and help you think about your business. So again, in terms of your clients, what is it that you can engage them with? Maybe it's a free product, right? Maybe it's a quick sample, maybe it's a video, maybe it's a quick demo or a presentation, whatever it is, write it down. Next, drip marketing campaigns, auto sequences. If you go check your emails, you'll find a variety of emails that are coming out from us. These are systems that we built 8, 9, 10 years ago. Some of these emails, right? We make a few tweaks here and there in terms of updating them, but they've been consistent. And so again, it's automation. In terms of generating referrals, what is it that you can do? There you go. So here's something that popped up, right, as we're talking. Automation sequence, as I just mentioned. It's probably an email that I just signed up 20 minutes ago, right, or 10 minutes ago. So in terms of referral automation, again, what is it that you can offer to your clients that they would generate referrals from? Number one is value, maybe a discount, right? Maybe something to share. Facebook sharing is the way to go viral, or Twitter and some of the other platforms. But what is it that you can develop a hook that people would love to share? This business roadmap that I'm pitching to you right now, I'm walking you through, is a great tool that business owners have shared with other people. To my bankruptcy firm, believe it or not, most people came by referrals, right? I did a lot of advertising on TV, radio, print, billboards, sponsorships, all kinds of stuff. But at the end of the day, I still had a ton of referrals. Why? Because we did good work. We believed in what we did. We're honest, right? And on top of that, we gave a lot of value. We gave out cards. We gave out pamphlets that people would share. And so, in the modern digital age, there are easier ways to do that. It's one click sharing systems. And so we're going to help you design some of those as we walk through this. But for right now, I want you to think about what is it that your clients can share, right? Identifying different objectives. So be clear what it is that you're looking for. My objective here is for you to build out a road plan, so a business plan, so that you can come back to me and say, Sid, let's go ahead and implement this, right? I need you to transform my business to 100K or up, or 500K, or up to $1 million or more, right? And so what is it in your business that you're looking for? Is it a call, right? Is it to get hired? Is it for publicity? What is it? And what's the value of earning one more referral from a paid lead, right? Referral is a massive way to increase ROI. It's free most of the time, and the chances of closing referral are like 90% higher, right? Somebody has done the pre-selling for you. So again, think about, and so in this case, for example, $2,000. I'll go back to that price point. $2,000 is the value of a free referral. So maybe in the first guy, I give him an incentive at $1,500 if he generates 2 additional referrals for me. I just made an additional $4,000 by giving somebody a $500 discount. So these are just strategies, negotiation tools, and whatnot that you can implement. But think about the value of adding business for free. Excuse me. The next is a conversion system. I want you to commit to one conversion system to hit your goal of 6 figures or 7 figures, right? Is it going to be in person? Do you want people showing up to your office? Is it a call? 5, 10, 20 minute, right? Hopefully no longer than that in the first one. Is it a webinar such as this? We've, instead of doing and hosting live webinars, we've decided to become evergreen, as they call it, and decided to shoot a training video and slap it into this page. Now people can come and download this and listen to this, and it's as though I'm walking you through a webinar, right? And so again, what is it that you want to commit to? Is it events? We host a lot of events, right? I love hosting events because my pitch is still the same. When there's 30 people or 2 people in the room, it's very similar. Sure, when you get to 100 or 200 or 5,000 people, things are a bit different. But in terms of your pitch, it's the same, right? If you can remember that. How can you seal a deal in 15 minutes? Think about that, right? In 15 minutes here, I'm helping you redesign, realign, restructure, and transform your entire business so you can walk away in 15 or 20 minutes with a system or after this video and say, wow, right? I wish I did this years ago in my business. I'd have a much more focused and consistent way to get through the system, right? So go ahead and write that down, right? What is it that you can do your pitch in 15 minutes to seal the deal? What's a sweet spot that gets the dollars? So hit the hot buttons, right? For business owners, I know who's watching the video, it's getting structure, it's getting organization, right? I'm helping you rethink about your business. So these are the sweet spots. I'm going to help you get the money you want, right? Have the impact you desire to have and accomplish the personal and financial freedom that you're looking for. So in your business, what is it, right? That you can convince your clients, your customers to hit that sweet spot. And so who is your service for? What is it that you need to qualify? For me, it's simple. This is a hands-on program. I need people who are ready to get down to work, apply, learn, implement at the same time, right? If you're still watching this video and going through this, obviously you're one of them. That's a qualification that you're not ready, that you're not afraid to do what's necessary. And so think about your 10-minute closing pitch, right? If in a perfect world you walk in and you had to convince whoever it is to sell whatever you need to sell, then what would be your pitch? And so, right, so that's your conversion system. Let's talk about your closing system. Once you've identified and pinpointed your key customer or client, you've targeted them, you have seeked out their attention, then you have gone ahead and captured their information, right? Engaged them with content, and also had an opportunity to talk to them or see them or pre-sell them something. Now it's about walking them through the next step and closing them, getting paid, right? So here we have a 3-step closing system. And so think about the 3 steps. So what I walked you through, for example, is the first step is giving you a video on Facebook that you watched or information that's highly relevant. So I got you educated and interested. Next, on the web page or the landing page, you saw something else and read more about it, Q&As or whatnot, probably even a sample of this document, right? That's the next step. Third, you're here watching this video, right? And I've shot this video once. I can deploy this for years to come now, right? It took me 20 minutes or 30 minutes to shoot this video, but it's something I'm going to use for the next 4, 5, 10, 20 years. And so in your business, what is it, the 3 steps that you can convince somebody? So the next step after this is for you to attend a seminar or go ahead and join our program or call us and say, Sid, that was great. Right? So these are some of the steps to closing you who is watching this video, or chances are you're already part of the program. And so in your business, what is it that you can deploy right away doing that, right? So get perfect in your pitch. Print it out. We've attached the client closing script for you. Go ahead and read that and perfect it and customize it to your business. Start measuring performance. Set up KPIs so you can hit your weekly goals. Going back to it, we said you want to close 1 deal a week. So 2 you want to pitch at 50% conversion. You want to pitch 2 in a week. Chances are that you have to reach 20 or 30 people so that 2 go ahead and book it, remember it, that you talked to out of that 1 close, right? So let's say 10 people originally booked something and 2 actually ended up showing up or whatnot. 20 to 30% is the average in terms of step-by-step conversions, right? For most companies at least. It's 1 to 5%, but if you're operating at 20, 30%, that's great. 50, 80%, wow, you're on fire. So again, think about that in terms of performance as you're fine-tuning this process, right? And that's the next step. Fine-tune it. Figure out exactly what you need to put out in terms of a budget. So for example, it could be let's say $20 a day on Facebook, $10 a day on Google, and $20 a day on Google and radio. So, or $50 on radio, right? $100 a day, so $3,000 a month, roughly $2,500 to $3,000 a month. If you can spend $3,000 a month, and you know that's going to produce $15,000 to $20,000 a month, well, geez, that's an amazing investment, right? And so start fine tuning this and figure out your sweet spot. In terms of reducing overhead and increasing productivity, think about partnerships, think about outsourcing models, and so forth. And write those down in terms of who you think will enhance your value to your potential clients, and who can help you propel your business forward. Step 8 is integrating all this process that I just talked about, this fairly smooth engagement, almost automated process, into technology so that, number 1, in terms of lead generation, it's automated. You want to have systems built into place, frameworks built into place, templates built in place that can help you deploy stuff quickly. And once it's set, all you need to do is a few clicks. In fact, on your phone, for example, from Facebook and Google at least, we manage campaigns from our phone, on hikes, on a boat, at the beach, in the middle of changing my baby's diaper. I'll admit it. And so, you want to have the least resistance to generating money without sacrificing time and freedom. And so it's again going back to making this as quick as possible, as automated as possible, so you can enhance what you're doing in your business. So in terms of lead generation, automation, think about that. So Facebook, Google, these are great sources to automate. Lead capture systems, landing pages, boxes, email delivery systems, text messaging systems. These are all different systems that we use and deploy to capture information. In terms of referrals, there's various technologies, sharing icons and embedded codes and referral generation strategies and videos and tactics that you can deploy, 2, 3, 4-step tactics to generate referrals, incentives, gamification, right? Client screening and booking systems, just take a look at our website. We have specific appointment consultation pages. If you want to chat with me 15 minutes, it's for free. I'll walk you through all this stuff, no problem. But if you want to take an hour of my time, then yes, there's some value to it. I value my time, I value your time, and I expect you to value my time, right? So there's a cost to it. You'll get value out of it. If you're completely unsatisfied, sure, I'll give you money back. But it's a way for me to screen and book people automatically. And so think about that again in your business. Would you like your clients reaching out to you and booking something on your calendar, or you reaching out to them and chasing them and trying to convince them to show up or talk to you, pay you, right? Be the hunted, don't be the hunter, as they say. And in terms of analytics and automation systems, again, we have various systems deployed, from analytics in Google Analytics and Facebook Analytics and other systems, technologies that we have in place, right? Our own company, Influencer 360, that we power these systems with. So think about all the CRM systems and the autoresponder drip systems and whatnot that you can use. Step number 9 is delivery systems. How do you deliver your information? Well, you're here watching this video. We have delivered it digitally. This is complex information, as you see here, highly detailed systems that business owners such as you understand and need to understand in order to get control, right? We know this stuff and we're able to shoot a training video on it in 20 to 30 minutes because we understand this material. This is something that we can talk about for 2 days or 2 weeks or even 2 months. We've even designed a course. All these, if each of these became a course, I can teach a 2-year course on it, an MBA style program course, right? So think about delivery systems and how you like to deliver. For me, I like to deliver evergreen. Shoot it once, deploy it forever, right? Deliver at scale. Whether it's one person watching this video, 100, or eventually 1,000 or 100,000, or maybe 1,000,000, this exact video will probably be the same. It's walking you through something that's digital, that's been digitized. My information, my IP, the stuff that's in my head that I've learned, that I've paid, that I've mastered and tested has been digitized. So how would you like to deliver, right? We have group programs. I like to deliver at scale as opposed to one-on-ones. But from a law firm setting, when I manage my law firm, it's one-on-one, right? But in my coaching and consulting businesses, I'm allowed to, or not allowed, but I'm flexible in terms of delivering at scale. In a law firm setting, yes, at that point, it's technically not allowed. It's very tough for me to do it. Excuse me. So can you deliver to a group? And if you can't, think about programs, right? Can you create a short program to deliver it? How can you automate your delivery? Well, training videos is this simple. So how long does each transaction last? In the sequence right now, right, chances are you walking through this video, probably a couple hours. Right? So in your business, how long does each transaction last? Think about all the time you have to invest. And if you were building a company as a consultant, no matter what industry you're in, right, and somebody's paying you for it, and you had to track every minute that you're working on a specific project, and that project is your business, your client, how long would it take? Write that down. That's very important. As an attorney, as a consultant, I'm used to thinking about my time as an hourly basis. So if a transaction, for example, the $2,000 transaction took me 10 hours, I value my time at $200 an hour, right? If I normally charge $400 an hour, then all of a sudden I'm operating at a loss, right? So I need to either raise my price to $4,000 an hour or find a way to minimize my time in each case, become more efficient or productive so I can spend no more than 5 hours. At that point in time, technically I'm breaking even, right? So think about your time in terms of how much time you spend, right? That if it was a billable to somebody, if somebody was going to foot the bill for you and say, for every time, every minute that you work on this, we'll pay you something, what would it be? That's very important for you, right? So what's your earned revenue in terms of that, right? How much can you actually earn? Billable hours, think of that, right? And earned revenue also include referrals. So if I were to work 2 hours and I can generate 2 free referrals from a deal that I can speak to one person who I just pitched a $2,000 product and give him at the product at $1,500, and he generated or she generated 2 additional referrals, then hey, all of a sudden, right, I have tripled my ROI. So think about those systems in terms of delivery. How do you automate delivery? The last system we're going to talk about now is expansion and scaling. Once you've accomplished these, once you've mastered these systems, once you've tested this in your businesses, once you have structure, once you've deployed these strategies, right, we're thinking about mastering your business model. We're thinking about mastering your legal model, your technology model, testing these things, right, and everything else. Here's another pop-up from a radio station that you just saw, right? I have people managing campaigns for me that's evergreen, in addition to the automation system they just saw from Facebook ads and the email drip campaign that just popped up. So these are all evergreen strategies that we're going to help you implement in your business, right? I appreciate your time in watching this video. Hopefully it's been absolutely fantastic for you to go through this experience so that you get clarity, that you have the ability and some insight into transforming your business. If you're operating in a very manual fashion, with this template in play, with this training video to kind of walk you through this process, hopefully you see where automation kicks in, where digitizing certain things, developing frameworks such as this. This is something we developed years ago. All I had to do was change up some logos, depending on which business, and perhaps tweak the information just a bit. But it's going to work because it talks about something that's been in a framework, right? We've structured it. So I hope you have found value out of this video. Go ahead and reach out to us. I encourage you to go ahead and book a consultation below. You might see a calendar if you want to walk through the system, and the next step is to go ahead and start applying this into your business. So if you fill this out, you can go ahead and email it to us. We'll give you a free analysis. You see the email there. If you want to reach out to us via consultation, you can do that. If you prefer to attend a seminar so we can walk you through this process of workshop, go ahead and do that too. It's the events you'll find on the website. Once again, Attorney Sid Pedinti. Just a quick disclaimer, nothing I've talked about here, it relates to legal strategies. I'm not your attorney, and as you see here, this is general business information. So, Sid Pedinti here, founder of Small Business Growth Program. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you're going to make this document move the needle for you in your business immediately. Thanks again. I hope to talk to you soon. Bye-bye.